Stop streaming. Mick, you okay? I've had to go live again. Jesus. Right. Sorry, Pico. I don't know what happened here, sir. I really don't. I don't get it. Touch something on it. Yeah, welcome back. Now, you know when Andy said that you can go back to working for the, looking at the, I think it's managed streams and you can resume it? No, this won't do it. The reasons why, Carfor, what happened? Do you know what, Carfor? I'll tell you what I touched, right? It's all turned off, don't worry, right? When I probed the multimeter, right, touched one side of the chassis, right, with the earth. I touched this side of the leg, and then you can clearly see, don't know how good your carrots are, this side is the live, right? So this is a live leg, right? Obviously, this is the earth, right? So this is a live, this is an earth. As soon as I touched it, it killed all the electric. Literally just tripped out. It happened in a split second. Yeah, you should have just left the bulb tester in circuit. Yeah, but it wouldn't work it because we tried it. It was pulling the resistance down too much. All the bulb tester does, it just tells you if there's a short. I went for a cut and I come back and you were finished. Sorry, King. All I touched, right, I touched the chassis. One side of the chassis, because this is the earth, right? On the connectors here, you can actually see, look, brown and white. The white one is an earth cable, and the brown one's a live, which is this one here. I touched it. Streambox is low. So I touched the live, and it literally just tripped out. It just pulled the resistance, shorted. Didn't blow it, because I retested it back on, and it works. It still works. But it goes to show how sensitive the electric is in my property. But the only thing is, Andy sees, if that happens, you can go back to OBS, go back to where it says stream, right? And basically he said that what that does, he said, all you can do is you can resume where you left off. Well, this is the new version of OBS. It didn't see the stream. There was nothing there. So obviously it killed the stream dead completely. So when it shut off, it just shut the stream off. And there was nothing to resume. Because if I go to it, if I actually go to the revisiting on the Grundig and go to live, right? The live is there. Look, and there's the proof. So what it does, it just kills the stream. Now Andy says that you should be able to resume it, but you can't resume it, right? Because look, revisiting on the Grundig, right? And I just put Zap, which is the next one. So it completely killed it. So a 2-hour stream just killed it dead. And there was no resuming on nothing. But look, it still works. Right? If I switch her on, right, push this in, right, just move that on. It still powers up. And it's on to do with this. So the main thing is, we've got power, which I didn't have before. The only thing is, I still think there's the belt, and there's part of a pulling mechanism that's not talking to, because this is obviously, perhaps it won't work until I put a belt on, because this is what a selector is in that front. So so now I've got power to it, which is good. All I need to do is this is the trouble note, getting the correct belt. I've ordered 2 belts and they've both bloody been wrong in the process, which is frustrating. The only thing I haven't turned back on is Stream Elements. Let me boot Stream Elements, otherwise the commands won't work on that front. Bloody frustrating though. It goes to show how sensitive my electric is. They put a brand new electric electric meter in my cupboard, like a consumer unit. They put a brand new one in, and I'll tell you what, it is really sensitive to like voltages. As soon as I touch it, it'll trip out instantly. That front, that's how sensitive it is. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to do what Mr. Carfor said. I'm going to plug the dim bulb tester back in and test it, because now I know where the power's going. Let me try it with the power, see if it'll limit it, like you said. Because I'm more curious than what you guys are. Obviously, there's still a limitation on this front. But what I'll do, exactly, yeah, that's what I was saying. So I'm going to use the wand, right? I'm not going to use nothing metal, because obviously this board is ultra, like you said, it's a live chassis. Live chassis can be a bit of a touch and go situation. So you have to be very, very careful with live chassis. So I'm going to bring the dim bulb tester back in and grab that lead, plug that back in. Right. I've still got it, look guys, I've still got it on lamp on. Right. It's turned off at the minute. Down is on, up is off. Right, so it's turned off on there, right? So that's turned off. This is turned off. This ain't turned on yet. I'm going to turn it on. Lamp is on. That's on now. Switch this on, which is now all live. Now let me turn it and engage it. It did for a split second, then turn off. Did you see that? So it's limiting the power, exactly what I said, right? Watch, the bulb's not even dimming. So the bulb's taking the full load of shutting that down. Nick Boff. Nick, yeah, the dim bulb tester will only protect the mains from under circuit test, yeah. So the bulb, the actual dim bulb tester is taking the whole load of this circuit and obviously draining the power. Well, not draining it, but limiting it where there's not enough power for that to go. But what that should detect, if I turn this on, it's turned on. So it's switched on and it's doing it through the bulb tester itself. Unbelievable. Yeah, it converts the power, the light of the heat, yeah, because that bulb is incredibly bright when there's a short at the end of the day, when there's a problem. So it is doing its job, 100%, but the only side is that this is a 150 watt bulb. So obviously, this is why Andy's got a couple of different bulbs. I'll have to find out what one Mr. Swindon uses. He uses this one, and he uses another bulb. I'll message him after on the Discord and see what voltages of the other bulb he's got. Is it a 100 watt bulb or 60? I'm not sure. I know he's got two different. He's got the 150s and he's got another one. He only uses 2 bulbs when he does his testing. But it wouldn't even go. It didn't even light up for a split second, because obviously, being a bigger element, it's obviously pulling the resistance a lot down. So obviously it stops it from in circuit. So I assume that's how it works, because it's being bypassed. Obviously this is taking a load to limit, to see if there's a short. If there was a ground to short, if, say for example, there was a live going onto this chassis, this would have lit up to see if that, and then that would have stopped that from blowing, because it would have just literally completely say no, there's an issue. And Andy has used that a few times, and when he's tested a few of his electrics, that bulb's lit up, and he's lucky that he'd done it through that and not plugged it straight in. So, but that is obviously, that is doing its job. So they're good devices. I'm really impressed with it. No, I'm glad I've done one, because obviously now, yeah, confirm. Yeah, I'll have to ask him, Carrefour. I'm not 100% sure, sir. I know that he's got 2 bulbs, Mr. Swindon, on this front. But again, definitely well worth doing if you're dealing with vintage electrics like this, these are great. But I know he's got because he gave me 4 of these. He said, yeah, I'll take some of these home. He said, if you're doing one of these boxes. And he said, I don't know, I forgot what he said, but I'm pretty sure that he's got another bulb that he uses on that front. So the main thing is, this is back up and running. It is fully working to a certain degree. Let me just touch that, drain the power. I can't believe I only touched that. It literally shortened that. That's why when I touch it, when I look, right, on the circuitry, the body is the earth, right? So the body's the earth. So you're grinding it out. I can actually see the live wire, because it's brown, going straight to that copper connector, right? Going literally to that connector. All I've done was literally touch that with a probe while it was in the correct voltage on the multimeter, to check the voltage to see what is actually going in, because I wanted to see the voltage. It completely just killed the stream instantly. Just killed it, dead. Didn't even give me any warning, it just literally killed it dead, yeah. The bulb holders are 60 watt ones, yeah, and the 150, one is, so yeah, so it is 60 watt. Right, I'll have to order one up. So I need a 60 watt is it an E22? I'm pretty sure, them bulbs, E22. Let me have a look, hold up. He did give me the box. I've got loads of them out there, but they're all 150. I've got to order and make sure I get the right one, because there's different sizes on the actual. Ah, no, see, E27. It's actually E27 bulb, and he's given me loads of these, Mr. Swindon. He's given me about four or 5 of them. He said, yeah, I'll take these home. He said, if you're building one. So I've got to order an E27, not an E22. The E22s are actually the smaller ones. So it's the 27, all right. So 60 watt. Yeah, I have them bulbs. Yeah, no, these are not bayonet. These are the screw type. These are the Edisons. E's for Edison. Bayonet is for, I think they have the B word. The B or the E. E's the Edisons and the B's the bayonets. Carrefour, crazy mate. Yeah, so actually, yeah, touching that literally tripped all the electric out, knocked my cupboard out and killed the stream dead. Just by probing a live wire to the chassis. Mick, don't buy one. I'll send you some E27s. Oh, thanks, Mr. Carrefour, Mr. Pico, sir. Much appreciated. So, at least now, we have got live going through it. And it's only until I looked, I went, hang on a minute. Obviously, this has got the transformer. So, when I looked up here, and I'm trying to follow in circuit where that wire was going. So I thought, well, we've got a massive... So I got zapped off that red one. I touched that red wire there, right? I got a slight shock off that, right? So I've got a buzz off that. Obviously, I've got wires disconnected here, but I know where these wires go, which are these wires down here. You guys can't see it. So I've got to cut the wires off. These are for the speaker, so I'm not bothered about that, because I've got to sort the speaker out. Because the speaker, obviously, is in terrible shape. Hold up, what's that off? Hold up, I found a problem straight away. I didn't notice that. Look at this. Look at what I've just come across. Let me get a pair of tweezers and I can show you guys. I've literally just found an issue. I'm glad I just looked. Right here, we've got a copper wire, thin copper wire. It's not even connected, look. It's just wrapped round. Oh. Well, that ain't going to help, is it? It looks like it goes to the live as well. I don't like the idea of that being right next to... I might have to put that in a sleeve or something. I have more bits than in the shop, so I'll go through the whole palette full of bulbs and I'll see all sizes and shapes. Thanks, Mr. Pico, sir. I don't like the idea of that being... This being alive, right? We got a live here. We got a live here. But why is this copper wire coming off on here? It's not even connected. It's just wrapped round. That could be. Could that actually be for this? Because I'm pretty sure. Because this moves. Because when you move, look. When you actually move this. It's supposed to trip it and knock it off. And that probably weren't even happening properly. So I might have to, I'll have to, what I'll do, I'll put that in a sleeve, right? I'll sleeve it. I've got some of them heat shrink sleeves. And I'll solder that, get that soldered on properly. But the main thing is, at least she powers up again. On that front, we have got power. Because I wondered that. I thought, well, it was working previous and nothing's been done to it. I can't believe that wire was just wrapped around it and it weren't even doing anything. Is that, that's that? I think that is a solenoid, but I'm pretty sure, Nick, this solenoid turns this off. Because when I engage it and turn it on, right, it's supposed to stay on by default, right? So at the moment it's on. That wire is supposed to, I think that's what this is. This solenoid then tells this to pull in and then turn off. So that's what it does. And I'm pretty sure, am I right in saying, I'm pretty sure that there's a spring here, right? There's a spring that's supposed to go on this, onto this tension. Because there's a spring on this one. We've got a spring that goes from here. I can see it. I can see the hole. We've got a spring here that goes to here that I've not put on. I still think there's bits missing off this. Obviously, I've took this apart and I've got bits scattered everywhere. Mr. DJC. Yeah, well, you just missed a good section here, sir. I got zapped, nearly zapped. I got partly zapped in the process, and also touched alive, and it killed the stream dead. Besides that, all hunky dory. But we have got it working. It is working on that front. Well, if anyone needs a bulb, please let me know first and loads on the Discords, because I had some weird looking ones, etc. The Edison ones. Actually, do you know what? You say that, Mr. Pico, sir. Mick. He's our man. If you can't do it, no one can. Thanks, Andy. I really like that one. Absolutely legend. I got zapped, Mr. Swindon, sir. I got a little bit of a zap from this, and then, you know, I can't go with that. That one sticks with me. That's actually. I really like that. Mick's our man. If you can't, then no one can. I meant to ask you, sir. What was it? Did you have? I went to use the bulb tester, right? I went to use this. Did you? You give me some. You give me these ones. You give me the 150 on these ones. You give me a couple of these. What other bulbs did you use on this? Was it a 60 watt bulb that you actually used? Because when I put this under load, it didn't even light up. 60. It was the 60, thank you. So it was the 60 watt bulbs. So really what I should have done with this one was use a 60 watt, not a 150. Obviously, because this don't draw as, you use the 150 if it draws is more than near enough on the same amount of power. Yeah, that's what I was worried about that. I thought, hang on, I forgot what one you actually said. Yeah, there's 60 watt ones. 60 watt is recommended. That's all right. Mr. Pico's got loads of, but yeah, what I was going to say is the new update on the OBS. You know when you said if a stream gets killed, you can resume it, right? Well, I touched, it was all legit, right? I graded it out on the top here. You can clearly see I'm not mucking it out, right? There's a brown, which is alive, right? So I touched one end from the multimeter, grounded it out, touched the live, and it killed the stream dead within literally nanoseconds, right? I went to try and resume it and go to stream, the actual stream, to see if I can resume. No, there was nothing there. I couldn't even resume it. He wouldn't allow me to resume nothing. And then when I looked back at the YouTube on my phone, it just killed the stream dead. It wouldn't even allow me to resume it for some reason. So the new update of OBS, you can't resume. So bear that in mind if you ever update. So I had to restream again. Obviously, people saying, what happened to Chill? Did he chill out? Obviously, no, but I got zapped in the process. I've been cursed, spat out, cut, zapped, you name it. Oh, bits of plastic flying everywhere. Breathing in dangerous oxide fumes from the fume on that front. No, I'm still on OBS 3.21, I think. That's actually a good shout. I don't even... what version did this have? If I go to File, Settings, it should tell me roughly what setting this is. Mick, aka Frank Spence. Obviously, you're thinking, oh, that's all right. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. No, it won't tell me in this stream. Frank Spencer. Yeah, but remember, look, you're not a Gen X if you don't get zapped, spat at, kicked, cut, spliced into something, cursed at, falling off something, scrapes. It ain't a stream. You got to make it interesting. Obviously, you name it, I've had it. But the main thing is, this is working. Obviously, I've got power to it now on that front, which I didn't have before. There is power now getting to it. The only thing is, there is bits missing off this, and I've got to source all the parts to put it all back. And I've got to get the right bloody belt, because the belts are a nightmare to get for these. No, that's all right. It's all character building, mate. But she is working, and I'll prove it. I will plug her in. Look, let me plug her in. I'll show you guys. Don't worry, I ain't going to kill the stream, and I ain't going to touch it. I use the wand. Yeah, she's running. So we've got... The only thing it ain't working is the amp meter ain't lighting up for some reason. I don't know why. I've got the amp meter working up here, but we have got... But look, this is what I'm saying about touching this. See that? So obviously, there's got to be something in this that I've got to have to sort that out. But we have got now power, which I didn't have before. But... And... I'll tell you what. I didn't know these had live chassis. Bloody hell, they don't have to give you a zap. This stuff, obviously it still wasn't working, and when I looked up here, I tried to follow the wires where it went, and I went, hang on a minute, well, we've got wires coming off that transformer going to this, and as soon as I touched that, I went, oh well, yeah, it's working. But if I touch that with a multimeter, it knocked and killed this stream. For some reason, the multimeter seems to shorten it. I'm going to just mute that front. So yeah, it's actually quite fun on that front here. So at least, but now what I need to do now is source all the parts, because like I said, I've got to get, before I order the belt, I've still got to get a, I've got to put the spring back on, because there's a lot of springs and tensions in here. I need to source this out. I don't like the idea of that just floating around. Obviously, that weren't even soldered. You might have had that meter wrong in... No, I actually put it in voltage, sir. I actually did put the volts in. If you leave it on auto or put it in voltage, when I actually turned this on, I'll tell you what setting I had it on. That one. I'll set it on here. V for volts. So it's actually... because that's in mega ohms, EF readings, live and all that. Or you could just leave it on... You could just leave it on auto. It'll automatically detect. Try it again. No, it'll kill the stream. Andy says, try it again on that front. No, it will. It'll kill the stream dead. For some reason, it don't like it. It'll just literally knock the power right out. Obviously, Andy's actually saying, go on, don't be a bore. Go and do it again. No, I might get zapped in. I've already been zapped once. I don't fancy getting zapped again on that front. Obviously, it's, there's there for a reason. So, oh yeah, I forgot. Mr. MK will be streaming at 4 o'clock on that front. So, but the dim bulb tester, yeah, it's better to show if that dim bulb tester works. Yeah, obviously I've got Mr. Pico will send some 60 watt E27s. Because they've got to be E27s, because that's what this one is, an E27 diameter. Because you've got a small, I think the E22s, or is it the 23s, they're actually smaller in diameter. The 27s is the big chunky ones at that front. But yeah, he's still, but he wouldn't light that bulb up, obviously, because it's obviously, it's 250 watts. Unless you've got to get it near enough. Yeah, the E14s are, there you go. E14s are the smaller ones. So there's all different bloody sizes of the Edison bulb, obviously. I've got to try and source all in parts now. Where the bloody hell did I put half of... They could be in boxes. I'll have to source them and I'll have to go through them. Oh, and I am filling my bin up, Mr. Swindon, look. I've got a few components in here. I've got a few. Not as much as yours, sir. I'm filling the bin up, so the bin's getting full, and with my homemade wheels with a little bit of hot glue. So I've got a little bit of hot glue with homemade wheels on. But my bin's getting full. It's actually, yeah, it still needs empty. Yeah, Swindon needs to empty. Yes, definitely. Easy's literally bursting to the seams on it. On that front. Can't believe Mr. Swindon. I can't believe Soren actually popped on to Mr. PC Diddy's stream yesterday. I was really surprised. He's the daddy when it comes to. I'm pretty sure he's the daddy when it comes to computers, because he knows he's lapped. Yeah, he always pops in. That's not true, Nick. No, you should empty that. Andy fills his bin with old trash. That's obviously. Oh no. Obviously, literally thinking. Nick's thinking, no, just bungs all in any old rubbish in that bin. Literally, it was literally bursting. It looks like it needed. You might have to put it out to see if it could try and empty. Wonder why that still wasn't working though. Unless the bulbs are gone in it. That wouldn't surprise me. Typical. But the main thing is, I'm just glad she's working again. So I need to put, what I need to do then is find a sleeve for that. Let me find a sleeve for that one. Take that out. It was dead. When I plugged it in with the dim bulb tester, he actually removed the bulb tester and it actually poked around, and then it worked, and then it shorted out. It's literally, you think, oh no. No, it was empty. Empty your bin into the box and then send it to me. Yeah, actually, that's a good shout. Don't throw it away. Mr. Pico can take that with all his e-waste. Just send it to me, just like in a box, and just all like this 6x6x6, something like that. Mr. Swindon, you've not been in. Have you seen? Let me quickly show you, sir. I actually got 2 new mugs this morning from PCDD, which I ordered, and apparently I'm the only one, and I didn't know this. I'm the only one that actually ordered Mr. Hopcow's mug. No one has ordered his mug. So I've got my new mugs this morning that turned up. PCDD's still waiting for his mug. He said he ordered it before me. Apparently he said it was in another country. I went, what? It only took about a week and a half. Literally, and that's all it took, and I got that. Now this is Mr. Hopcow's mug, and he's got 2 different pictures. I actually like his mug. It's quite nice. 2 different, so he's got 2 different sides. And apparently no one else has ordered his mug, bless him. So guys, jump on the Discord team. His mug is on there, right? If I'd have known, I would have put a link in my Discord, but I can only put 14 links in. It won't allow me to put any more links in on that front. I would have put Mr. Hopcow's link in there, or his mugs or things like that, and then click on them. I will be ordering one. Yeah, because apparently I'm the only one that's ordered his mug. Obviously, it's actually quite, because I didn't even know he'd actually done a mug, because again, he didn't say nothing. So again, shout out to him. And PCDD's mug, obviously, he's got PCDD, you little ship, and then he's got one with, he's got another one as well. So he's got a couple of mugs, but I just wanted just a basic mug. But yeah, actually, these are the 11-ounce mugs on these ones. So yeah, go and grab one of Mr. Hopcow's mug. He'd really appreciate it. I've got Mr. Swindon's up there and 2 of my mugs. Obviously, I can't. I have to do what Mr. Russ does, because I have to order like 1 a month. Hopcow's mug is good quality. Yeah, it is. It's actually, King. It's actually really good quality. I was really surprised. But no one's ordered his mug. He said, you're the only one that's ordered it. I went, I'll see if I can try and alter that. Put a shout out or something to try and then I'll show you the quality. That's why I didn't want to open them. But apparently PCDD said he still ain't received his mug yet. And I went, bloody hell. Really surprised. Right, so I'm going to pour a very thin one onto that sleeve and sleeve that. Russ ain't done one yet, but he said he is going to do one, apparently. So he says. I hope he does. Get a Russ one. I'm still waiting for Ace's one, because it's got to come from Sydney in Australia. I've got to make sure that was turned off. I don't want to get zapped. I don't want to get zapped. Obviously, zapping is not good. Obviously saying, go on, no, that's all right. So I want to cut about that much off. I've got to order Mr. Pico's one. I'm going to be ordering it at the end of the month. Because obviously these mugs are £15 each. You know, they can be very expensive. But I do want to collect them because I want to put them all up on the shelf. I'm not in it to make the money. I'm not bothered. It don't bother me. I just want to gather everyone's mugs. Mugshot. Hey, you got your mugshot out. I'm going to ask, I did ask Mr. MK, I want to nick some of these commands, if that's okay. And he said, that's fine. He'll do a link from the thing on there. Hot cows, muggers, yes. I've got Andy's and Retro's one. Yes, because I've got two mugs. I've got a white one and a black one. And they're really nice. I do like them. Russ bought one of mine today. Yeah, I've got all, yeah, because I've got that. Oh, Mick. The Furby as a friend on the shelf. You want to see it when I stream? Yes. I hope you obviously you know what it's like. You know Mr. MK is like with Furbies. That's the bane of his existence. What do you think the Furby always sits up in a corner? Obviously you think, oh no. I'm going to solder this up. I wonder why that wasn't connected. It's strange. All these bloody pinches, they're bent as a banana. Jesus, have a banana. Oh no, Dick's up. God, quick. Run. Actually, be quite cool. Are you actually streaming next week, sir? Sometime next week? I want to see that beast of a machine eat a PC. You watch all the comments. They'll all be shouted out to Mr. Pico. No. They'll all be shouted out at you to, no, don't put that in a machine. That's too good to scrap. I want to see their pain on their faces. To actually see it and literally all cry out on the stream thinking, no, the machine's going to eat the PC. They're going to come out in 5mm pieces. That sounds a bit of a beast, that machine, I'll tell you. Unfortunately, upstairs is no camera, so obviously it's fixed downstairs. Oh, damn it. So we can't see the beast. We can't see that beast of a machine do its job. Have you got a couple of things to fix, no, sir? It actually will be, mind you saying that, you've always got stuff to fix. You've got loads of bits because you're in the recycling business. So yeah, you'll have, I don't think you'll have any issues. I'll off with the fumes. Now I'll put an NEC AU 8000 in that machine, and it would scream. It would scream too. Jesus, I've got a gift. I've got to like get tons of stuff. Yeah, I mean, like you said, you'll have no issues with because you deal with all scrap all day long. So. That's better. God, I ain't got no fume extractor. I've got to use my lungs. Mick, can you zoom in so we can see the coil? So, I didn't want to breathe in the fumes, but I've got no option. I need a fume extractor like Mr. Swindon's got. Jesus. Lead free. Don't think my lungs are lead free. I breathed in enough of that crap, I tell you. So what I wanted to do was just put an heat shrink over that wire, right, over that coil. I didn't like the idea of that anyway. It's soldered now, because now I put a big blob of solder. Look, I'm tugging on that. Give it a tug. So now that's all right now. It's properly soldered on. Guys, I was only probing around on that. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, that would be starting with something like vintage bit. Oh, nice, right up my street. So I'll show you the process of scrapping. But yes, that's what I wanted to see as well, to see what the process is. They don't go into detail. This is what I miss. And it's worth keeping, and what's for like resale, and it's worth scrapping e-waste. I think you'll do all right. I think it'd be I'd be glued to it. I want. You know, it's a shame that you're too far away on that front. It just is. Yeah, I'll need to power it off and then manually move it. Yeah, tech repairs. I know the reel-to-reels takes decks as a project. Yeah, and the projector that would actually fit into the shredder. Put it straight in the shredder. That front, unless you see something that is obviously stop if you want it. No, I want to see it all go in the shredder. I want to see that. I want to see that monster machine eat. I want to see that monster machine eat things alive. They'll all be screaming out, "Pico, stop! Don't! We can't put up with it." I'll be sitting on the chair, pissing myself, thinking, "Look at that monster eat things." You'll have PCDD shouting out of the screen, "No, you can't do that to PCs." You'll have JFix coming on there thinking, "I could have used that. It was too late. The machine's at it." You're thinking, "Oh no." Thinking, don't worry. We've got more stuff to actually put in. Feed it. Give it to it. Now I've got to source all the bloody parts because I've got bits scattered everywhere. Well, that's soldered on now, right? That's all nicely soldered on there. I'm just going to have a Actually, that's a good shout. Make sure these wires are all connected. I don't want to put all this bloody back on and it ain't connected. What's this wire off from then? Oh, there's the that's probably where I'm going. Where's the thing? No, there's a vintage tape deck answer machine, whilst the XBits 360 is loads of vintage computer bits, bobs, and the teardowns. Nice, just right up my street. Do you when you recycle that, sir? Do you literally just go into do you literally just go straight full in, and then you end up just thinking like you rip the guts out of it, like strip it all down, like you're quite brutal, obviously. Like, you know, when you're doing the recycling side. I've got to try and get that bloody... Look, I was looking for the spring. The spring was already on it. So I must have put it back, but I didn't connect it up. I can't even bloody see what I'm doing. Jesus. Well, at least you've got everything set up though, Mr. Pico, so that's the main thing. You have got it all. At least it's, you know, it's all done. It's just getting everything into perspective. Got like look at Mr. Rockhouse, because he hasn't streamed for quite a while. He had issues then bloody trying to get it all connected. Right, there we go. Right, now we've got the tension back on to boing, boing. Right, the boing, boing is on. Look, these were supposed to be straight. They're still bloody pissed. Yeah, I'm now redoing me. Yeah, obviously you was having problems. I don't know why. For some reason, Cal, it was lagging, and then next minute it froze, and I went, oh God, he's having a nightmare. Again, OBS. It gives you chills down your spine trying to get everything set up. It's just a headache. And when you're doing live streaming, Russ had it. You're not the only one. I've had loads of issues with OBS. Since the update, I don't know what the bloody hell they've done to it. PCDD obviously knocked all his Steam Deck out. And he had problems. Obviously, it won't see my Eakins camera. Every time I turn that on, it will not see it. I have to keep unplugging it, turning it back on before OBS sees it. It's so broke. Seriously. It's a good streaming platform for a third party, but my God, has it got problems. I mean, literally, has it got problems. And good luck trying to set up StreamerBot or Stream Elements. Fuck. It's on another level. It literally is like trying to learn another language. It is not easy. So Pico's actually saying, no, I'll explain the process, what I normally I do normally on the camera, and then I'll take things apart. Then I'll show you how to actually, if you want to, like a normal person at a dome, if you want a process to tear down the electronics waste. Yeah, that's actually a good shout. Yeah, I'd be looking, yeah. Obviously, there's techniques, obviously, not just to go in with an hammer, rip it all out. Obviously, you want the balls to be intact because there's fragile components on. And how to earn little, bit by bit, without having to be licensed, etc. Yeah, that's what I said. You don't get, to be honest, Pico, you're the only one that does that. There's no videos or live showing of any of that, really, to be honest. It's good to get into. Yeah, I find it fascinating. I really do. Just can't believe they didn't put a sheath over that to actually tidy that up. That ain't touching that metal, is it? I might have to put a little bit of hot glue on that. Might have to get the hot glue gun because that is touching. That's touching the metal, which I don't really want. All right, let me get the hot glue gun out. Yay, hot glue time. Gotta get the hot glue. Even when I put that on there. Now I know what happens with this hot glue gun. The last time it stuck to my hand, it ripped all the hairs off my hand off. You thinking, oh no, you banana. Obviously, I want to get in this corner and right in here where this is. And what's actually happening? The sheath is pulling it down, and it's actually it should be away. There shouldn't be nothing touching, which I don't really want it touching. Mick, if you want to watch and learn the process, you could actually earn some money from the stuff you have. You could actually pay towards buying parts or etc. for your projects. Yeah, that's a good. Do you know what, Pico? That's a good shout out, sir. Yeah, that shout should be about 24 volts from that coil. Well, as soon as I touch it, it knocks the stream out. So obviously I'll have to do that off camera just in case that happens. I will text that though, Nick. Thank you. Yeah, good shout there, Pico. Actually, on the learn for some of that from the stuff that you have. So what? Basically, in the process of breaking it down, and yeah, because that's what I find fascinating. There's got to be better ways of earning money. Obviously, the little bit of pension I get is it's crap. It's not hardly anything. So I'm trying to make ends meet. on that front, and or with the dim bulb tester. Yes. Well, once I think Carrefour. I think once I put a 60 volt, 60 volt, 60 watt bulb in. That's you. I've got 60 volts on my brain. My brain just can't handle 60 volts. That's the only thing is I'm blocking the bloody camera. I've got 60 volts on the end. One thing I do need to upgrade, but they're just too expensive. I need to get an Osbot camera. I see how small that camera, what Mr. Swindon had. Oh my God, guys, you couldn't see it. It was just like a little cube. And I went, but the picture quality was amazing. It was a tiny thing. Absolutely, it was so small. I can't believe how small that was. But what a great quality of the picture. So what I want to do is lift this up. Squirt a bit of hot glue down here. Like that. And then lift it. And then that should be... Once that glue sets, that'll then keep it away from the metal chassis and keep it away from that. Except that I've got that. Hold up, hot cows, I'll read your message, sir. Yeah, that hot glue's definitely done the job because now it's kept it away from this chassis. I don't want that because obviously if that coil's touching, that could be causing like a short somewhere. Oh, God. Right, let's just put a little bit of hot glue on that front. There you go. I'm not even touching that. Right, that'll do. Turn the hot glue off. Yeah, obviously, Mr. Pico's right. There's got to be ways of earning. God, look at this stuff. It's like snot. It's literally gone everywhere. Glue. Where's Worms? I bet he's lurking in the background. Look, Worms, if you're watching, my friend, I've got the glue out. All right. They come on right at the last minute when I was just shutting down. You rotters. I knew you was lurking. I just knew it. Hold up. I want to just make sure that that wire is connected. It is connected. Because I'm looking at that wire right in the corner. Just don't want it touching on the metal chassis because this metal is like a live chassis. And I've got that connected to that. I can get the multimeter out and just have a quick continuity test. Let me just have a quick read. See, because I'm missing messages. I don't like missing messages. Yeah, the top-down camera is now going to be the Nikon 7200D. See, the trouble is, they're good cameras because they've got a manual zoom. That's what I mean, but them cameras fetch a couple of £100. They can be very expensive, hot cows on there. I know the Nikons are good, the Nikon cameras, because I know I've had a good quality camera. Yeah, the process of breaking it down and separating it is when you send it. It's like separating it and then where to send it or to take it. That's when you'll get paid for obviously like going to do it with a smaller scale. But it will help. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm hoping. £800 no. Oh no. No, he's obviously. I guarantee it. I know it, Mr. Pico. I guarantee Worms is watching because obviously it's in the afternoon. He does his steps, so he's obviously watching and lurking in the background. I didn't know that was going to be expensive, Mr. That was £800 no. See what I mean? Nearly £1,000 just for a bloody camera. All right, they're not as expensive as what the other one he uses, which is Retro 6. 6K he spent on a camera. 6K. It goes to show how much that he spends on equipment. It's called the Black Widow. When I checked, yeah, he weren't kidding. Just for one part alone was $2,000. Just on one part. Just on this camera was $2,000. I went, oh God Almighty! I nearly fell off the chair. Yeah, don't do the community test when plugged it in. No. Obviously, you can get it cheaper than that. Yeah, again, very expensive. If you look on Retro 6's webs, when he streams, people say, "Christ, look at the quality." Well, he streams in 4K, but the camera can stream at 8K, right? That's why it's $6,000 just for the camera. That's without the lens. Oh no, oh, Carol's just going on about the chair. That's why I put. Well, that's why I put the. I actually put Borat in because he said, look at me, I'm on the chair." Yeah, that's just 6K for the camera, and then the lens was 2K. That brought it up to 7, right? Then it was something else. In total, he said he paid about $11,000 just for that camera with all the parts. It was ridiculous, ludicrous amount of money. But he can actually stream it in 8K. He did say that. It runs 60 frames at 4K, and it does 8K 30 frames. But that's what that's what you're dealing with money wise. That's why he can have portrait and he can have landscape. He can have both, and the camera can do it. But it's mad. He's absolutely mad with the price. He's the only person I know that can stream at 4K resolution. He said he's got the fastest internet he can run at. And yeah, when he does, that's why he streams across all platforms. So he goes across 5 platforms when he's streaming live. He's got the fastest stream, and he's also got the camera to do it. Not many devices are actually capable of viewing in 8. No, because the TV's obviously not. But he keeps it at 4K because everyone's got a 4K TV. He even said that. He said, I can't put it in 8K. He said, but there's no point. He said, because he said it will use more of my bandwidth up when I'm streaming. He said, I'm on the fastest bandwidth going. He said, I'll just keep it at 4K resolution. And he said, he's streaming across 5 platforms simultaneously, all in one go. Wow. I mean, that's mad. Yeah, I'm actually using mine now, so it's actually in the cupboard. So I'm not going to get out on tips where to use it. I need to find. Yeah, it don't make sense streaming in 8K because no one's got 8K TVs. Well, I don't know anyone that's got an 8K TV. It's just too expensive. That must be formal coating. That is formal bloody coating. Typical. I put a sleeve on that. That's got formal coating because I'm not getting no connection. So that means that coating, that copper, has got a formal coating going over it to stop it from shorting. That's probably why they left it. It don't matter. Yeah, enamelled wire. Thank you, that's it. I couldn't think of it. Thanks, Nick. You're right. Yeah. So they've used enamel wire. That's why I've got it on the probe. I'm not getting nothing because if I touch the metal, I'm getting nothing. I thought, well, that looks a bit dodgy straight away. Why would they put that right next to a metal chassis? Bloody typical. So I've gone through all that trouble of sleeving it, keeping it away, And it has. It is connected now, I can see it. Well, we're not getting no connections from it, so, because it's like you said, it's like enamel wire. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. It don't matter. It just worried me seeing it. Why was that just loosely just connected? So I didn't need to worry. But I've not broke the wire. I'm having a good look around it. It's got hot glue over it. It's kept it off the floor. It's got heat shrink around it, and that's nicely soldered. All right, no worries. It's good. The main thing is it's working. Tell you what, I'll say one thing. For £24, right, I paid, what did I pay? 17 quid for this, right, or something like that. I didn't pay a lot for it. I'll tell you what, this ends up being the best multimeter I've ever used. Comparing to that expensive one that I bought. The time you buy all in flukes and everything else, which they're around about 30 to 60 pounds, the flukes, they end up being expensive. A cheap one from AliExpress does the job so much better. Typical. Don't pay you to buy the good gear, does it? Except for cameras and microphones. The DJ microphone is actually not a bad camera. So I've got to order a belt now. And, well, that's all put back. The spring's put back. So I've got the spring back on it. I've got, obviously, the plate's off on there. I still think there's something missing up here because I'm a little bit baffled because it looks like a mechanism that's got to sit in this direction, which is up here, because it feels like something hits against this to pry it. You know, because you've got a notch cut out here. I have a funeral stream to watch at 3, so I'll actually be quiet for a little. Sorry to hear that, Mr. Rockhouse, sir. Yeah, understandable, sir. Totally understand. I forgot you could actually watch. You can watch. I've never watched one of them funeral stream. If you can't attend a funeral, you can, because I forgot they can stream it live now. Right, so I can put off these bloody things back there. Probe all these back. So, see, I've got a belt that's got to go from here. I've got a belt that goes from here. Where is that going? So I've got, that looks like, oh, from here to here. So there's a belt from there to there. It's got to go from this side to this side. So it's a 2-belt system I need. Yeah, because Mr. NK is streaming at 4. So... I won't be touching that again live, just to knock all the electrics out. Wonder why that wasn't working. Frustrating. Right, so I think what I need to do is, if I put that to one side, Yeah, I still think there's something else that needs to go here, and I can't find. For the love of God, I can't find what. So what I need to do is go through the connectors. Obviously, that's another component I can put in the bin. Now I've now got a broken. I've got a broken glass fuse. So there's 630 the milliamp ones. It's another one gone to the electronic waste. So what I'll do, I'll save all the e-waste up, all the electronic bits, and I'll pass these off to Mr. Pico. I'll post them out, and I can send them so he can put them in his e-waste side. Recycling, it makes a good effort, see? So you don't even have to put them in a bin. You're saving them, and then you can give them to any of your e-waste. I'm sure Mr. Pico will be glad to take your e-waste away from you. I've got a chip fryer that someone threw out, sir. Do you take chip fryers and things like that? On that front, I mean, it's obviously all emptied out. You don't get the oil. Yeah, brilliant. Well, I've put it around my mum's. Someone threw it out, and I took it, and I went, so what I do, any e-waste that they throw out, things like hoovers, what about steam mops, things like that? Is there things that you do not take on that front? Like, give me, for instance, the stuff that you don't recommend, because obviously you're dealing with it. Because if I'll save it around my mum's, and I'll get a load on there and make it worth your while when you come down. Because obviously I've got to get up in my mum's loft. She's got a lot of electronics up there, and I've got bits in the cupboard. It won't be a wasted journey when you come down. The microwave's out there. It's all undercover, that front. So turn that off. You can take them old PCs. I've got about 3 complete PCs in there. I've not even powered them up. I don't need them. Like you said, they're too old to stream on. They're not worth nothing. They used to years ago, but they're not worth nothing. But I won't throw them. I'd rather them go for the electronic waste. But I did check up. You're about 3.5 hour drive from yours to mine. So it's still a fair trot. It's not. I'm owned at sort of the drive that I've done was a 2 hour drive, and that's enough for me. I couldn't do any more than that. Even driving to Mr. Swindon's, the car done it. I couldn't. It's just that sitting in one position. Yeah, there are 2 lots of to relax. There are 2 wires loose in front of the edge. I think that you need to go and check the contact black. And then block, that's what's missing. Yeah, them 2 wires, they're for the speaker, these wires. So I know where these go. They will go back to the block contact. I think that's what's missing. Any appliances like steam mops. Oh, there is a steam mop. I'll grab the steam mop. I'll be around my mum's tomorrow. It's still out at the end of the day. No, not them, not another 2. Hold up. Wait, Nick. So steam mops, hoovers, microwaves, air fryers, TVs. Oh, TVs. Got a couple of TVs in that front. Great. Okay. You can take TVs. Stereos, blenders, toasters, kettles, laptops, PCs, printers. Well, I've got that old printer. I've got that old Matrix printer there at the end of the day. So that's what I said. I'm not going to throw it. I'll save it because I know when you come down, I'll make it. It's like you said. You've got to make it worth your while. That front. Printers, consoles, pretty much anything that has a plug or a battery. Right, okay, sir, thank you. Right, Nick. Yes, not those, not another 2. Yeah, these 2 on here, the ones that you can see on here, sir, these ones are speaker that are cut off because obviously wanna put my finger straight through the bleeding damage the speaker on that front. Yeah, we don't take fridges or things with asbestos in. No, that's understandable on that front. Obviously, because fridges do contain that, you're right on that front. And the motors in them, they're sealed with gases, so you have to be very careful with that on that front. Because like you said, it's mainly anything with a plug. It's an electrical appliances. She's got a couple of old kettles. I've not got even up the loft. I don't know what's heck of in my mum's loft. There's loads of bits up there at the end of the day. I know what's up in the loft. I don't know if it's complete. There's an old 1980s Scalextric, and it's got Scalextric on it. It's a massive box now. It's really big. I didn't even look at that at the end of the day. There's loads of bits up there. I'd hate to think. But there is some electrical bits up there. Things like bug zappers, old bug zappers, things like that. But again, it's all electric. But I've got a lot of bits floating around in here because I want to get rid of some of this stuff on this front. So because obviously I want my bloody front room back. And if, like you said, anything with a plug that's electric board tested or PC. I've got a couple of them PCs. Like I said, I've not powered them up. They're all complete. They've all got drives in. Yeah, that actually. Yeah, sell the Seagate, Mick. It's not worth complete. It's actually worth. But them sets are worth money, are they? Do you know what? I didn't even look at them, sir. Obviously, the Scalextrics. I don't even know what one it is. It's been up the loft for years. My mum's been in her property, 36 years? I've been at mine at 22 at the end of the day. So obviously stuff accumulates over the years. Half the time, you know what it is, we just want it gone. So we you know, it's like you get a lot of people like that. Yeah, but they are worth money, even more if you've got the box. The box is a bit tatty, but it's complete. It is there. It's a massive box now. I don't know if they're actually worth selling because sometimes certain vintage stuff don't always sell too great. So you're better off just scrapping it, like you said. It's worth more in parts than what it is complete. And it does prove that because I've proven it. Yeah. I'm on live. Am I on live chat or top chat? Oh, fuck me. I bet I'm on top chat, ain't I? No, I'm on live chat. All right. So I've got to find all these bloody parts now. I still think there's something going here because there's a connection thing here missing, and I know there is because that's got a notch and it looks like dried grease. Well, I've pulled all in wires. I pushed all in wires back. Yeah, I would have to switch it on the shredding fur. I would have to switch it on the if it was shredding a Furby, so I could hear it sort of like dying. You're thinking, oh no, the poor Furby. You wouldn't do that to a Furby, sir. Surely not. The Furby, that would please Mr. MK. He's thinking, oh no, he's killed the Furby. Right, I'm going to have to source some of these parts. It's 3 o'clock, so Mr. Rockhouse is going to attend the funeral on that front. So, yeah, these missing 2 contacts with blocks with 2 wires. I'm sure there is. Yeah, you did say that. You did definitely said there was blocks with terminals missing. Everything else is connected. The only thing it's not connecting up, which it concerns me, I've put the springs back. The connection's all making connection up here, right? The only thing that it seems a bit sketchy, which I'm a bit not too sure, is up here. Obviously, because you've got automatic settings. So if I look at the front, on the front of the settings, you've got like manual. So you can actually select this for, you've got like automatic, manual, and you could trick it. And obviously you've got the connector up here, which is your pause, start, fast forward, and the other one's rewinding, the other one's to stop on that front. Put 60 volts into it. Obviously, 60 volts, Mr. Car Force, sir, that will do the job, 100%. Put 60 volts straight into this at the same time in tech repairs. Obviously, watch it scream while it's injecting 60 volts. You watch it scream through the top part of its lungs while it's getting crushed by that machine. Now, I would actually say the machine would actually kill it before the 60 volts would actually get it. It's getting crushed. You're thinking, oh no, it was shorting out the machine. 60 volts won't take too kind to that while it's being crushed. You watch MK, he'd be pissing himself laughing. He'd actually say, good, Sir Furby right. You're thinking, oh no. Well, let's have a look through some of these boxes. I might have some bits in it. The Furby will be like, helping me, I'm melting. You think he will? God, that's one thing I've got to get is a better chair. Fuck mate, this sitting on this thing, it's like, it sticks. It's like you won't believe. Oh no, Bronson's up. God, I know what he wants. Grub. Now, it was all nice and quiet before Dick decided to wake up. Oh, don't start, Bronson. Jesus. Let me put this crap out in the kitchen, guys. Now, Bromble, don't start. You're a terror. You know that? You are. You're a terror. No, because he wants sandwich. I'm not having sandwich yet. I want the sandwiches while I'm watching Mr. MK. You can have a Fox's biscuit, for crying out loud. Oh, let's give him a Fox's biscuit. Jesus, he won't. Yeah, that's Bronson. Hungry time. I'll give him a Fox's classic. Sit down, Dick. Don't knock me water over and all. Right, let's put me water over there. You're like a bull in a china shop, Bronson, you know that. Who says that Bronson, every time it's food, got a windscreen wiper going? But the trouble is, he'll be asleep 1 minute, and then the next minute, I turn around and I went, oh no, he's off. Trouble is, he don't chew it, he just swallows it. I bought some apples today. I gave him an apple. It only lasted him 2 minutes. It was gone. I can't wait to come down and see him give him a big bag of treats. You'll have to jump on the stream. I recommend, if you're coming down, right, I recommend that you leave early. Obviously, because you've got a couple of hours drive. It would make sense. Well, put it this way. I left at 9 o'clock. No, about 9:30 I left to go to Andy's on the way to Wales. I'm from the Romford region. And I left at about 9:20. And I got to Ease roughly around about 11:45. That goes to show the time difference. And I weren't going mad. I was only doing, because the M25 is notorious. You've got to be careful, Pico, when you're on the M25, because the M25 uses it's called a smart motorway. So 1 minute it'll be down to 40, then it'll be up to 60. And if there's any red X's, please do not go in the red X's. You will get a fine of a £60 fine, and it won't even flash. So, because there's so many like cameras up now on the M25, all round of the M25, it's notorious. So watch the speeds on the gantry when you come down and keep to it. Don't go over it, because they will fine you. They're right sods. They've really tightened it up for some reason. I stuck to it. So that's the only thing with the M25. And I noticed as soon as I got past it, when I got off the I went on to the M1, going up towards north, once I got onto it, and then I had to turn off, right? Because obviously you got to head up towards north to get to that. And do you know what? As soon as I got off the M25, the rest of the motorways were actually, they was so much easier. It was quieter. As soon as I got back to the M25, it was chaos. So I didn't leave Andy's. That's what I said, really. Because Andy said, "You're right going back in the dark." I went, "Yeah, don't bother me on that front." But I said, because he said, he said, "You've left it a bit late getting back." And I went, "That's all right." I said, "The time I'll get back to the M25, I timed it, which I knew I was right. I left at R4. And I went, the time I'll get back to the M25, it's going to take me 2.5 hours. The traffic, like the obviously rush hour, it's going to be gone. I won't get back to about 8:30. And I was spot on, because I got back about 8:20. And the traffic on the M25 was just empty. It was just normal traffic. It wasn't flow, so I missed it all. So I timed that just right. That's why I didn't leave too early at Mr. Swift, because there's no point. That's why I thought, no, I'll leave it, and the time I get back, it took a couple of hours getting back, and it was just a straight run. Never had any issues. Yeah, I've got a customer in, so I'm talking if he wants to collect from Scotland, but you need a bigger van for these loads. Jesus. Yeah, well, you're not too far from where you are. You still got like an hour or two like driving, even from where you are, which is still a long drive. Obviously, the UK is bloody massive. You don't realise how vast it is. You know, driving from one end to the other, it just takes hours of drive. Don't get me wrong, the cars can do it, but when you're sitting in one position, it's boring. And it's tedious, because you're trying to eat up the miles. And then you've got, like I said, stop and going and things like that. There's roadworks, and it's not like it used to be. The roads are chaos. They're just too chaotic. Especially in the UK they are. But it's a long day. By the time you've done it. Sloth Dick, yo puppy. Take the monster. Take him. Take that big brute. He's a big brute. He'll eat you out of house and home. No, I drive from one end to the other. It's like in the UK, it's like driving down to the road of America. Yeah, you're right. That's it. When you're looking at places like that. Now, what's that big goofer up? What's he up to? Woo woo. Bonzi, you are one goofer. What do you want? Do you want to go out for a wee? No, didn't think you would. No, he's a big goofer and he's gone back up in there, look. Looking at the window. Now, don't start. He always starts. He wants, I know what, yeah, you know it. He always wants bloody grub. Let's see what I can source him, for crying out loud. He never leaves me alone. He pesters me. Wait, I'll see what I've got. You've already had a bone? You've had a bone on that front? Let me have a look in the bag. What's she giving me today? You might have some oranges. Are they oranges or apples in here? Let me have a look. Ah, got a couple of apples. Yeah, you can have an apple. Daddy giving, and I've got some also. I've got some cheese twists on there. You can have them later on. Let's give him an apple, for crying out loud. He won't fucking leave me alone if I give him an apple. Just wait a minute. Right, sit down. Paw. Good boy. All right, don't claw me to bits. Take the apple. Take the apple and take your fingers. take the apple, take the fingers. Watch that apple. Watch him. That's a whole apple, right? Well, that's it. That's bit in half. He's bit that apple in half. Jesus. He's bit that apple clean in half. Literally. I used to guess to Southampton's clothes. He's fucking bit that apple. He's chewed that apple and cleaned it off. That's a whole apple. Pips and all. Pips, yep. There ain't much left of that apple, mate. I'm telling you. Jesus. One of these 5 a day. Fucking hell, you just eat you out of house and home. I'm telling you. No, I've never known a dog to actually take an apple. And that's solid. You know how solid an apple is? It's so dense. He just like, that's it. Bit it in half. That's it. The apple's gone. Pip and all. He's had a pip. I'm surprised he ain't got an apple tree growing inside him. I'm telling you. The amount he's at. Unbelievable. Seriously, he's a right brute. Right, he's come back for more. You think, yeah? Well, where's my second one? You're not having all me bloody apples. Oranges, bananas. Obviously, can't give dog grapes. Don't give him chocolate on that front. And I've got to be careful with Pips. But yeah, he's a troublemaker. He's a troublemaker. You big goofer. Yes, you, Boncy. You are terror. You know that? Definitely a terror. Always pester your dad. He's a big goofer. Look at him, look. You pull that dog. He's it's literally like a block. It's like a concrete block. It's literally. Thanks, Bronson. Now just snot all over me trousers. Oh, look, you dirty sod. Look. That's all gone on my clean trousers. Thanks a lot. Right, you goofy. Now leave me alone, right? I want to get back to this. You goofy git. Go put your hands back in your own freak. Yes, obviously he's just snotted all over me. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Bronson. Now go and put your hands in me. Jesus. Fucking, why you chewed that apple? That's a whole apple. That was the biggest apples I can get. And he just literally, he puts that apple clean in his mouth, one bite, and I'll just see the other half just fall out. Stop snotting me up, Bronson. You're a nightmare. Seriously, out of all the dogs I've had, he puts all my other dogs to shame. He's absolutely a brute. Yeah, go and get on your chair, Dick. Go on, leave me alone. Right, you're stopping me from what I was doing. I've got to look for them components because I've got to put this back. Obviously, I need to find some of these bits so I can put back. If not, if I can't find the bits for these, I'll do it while I'm watching Mr. MK's stream. Obviously. What's the time? 3:15. Well, it is, at least I have got it work. I don't even know where the bloody speaker is. See, I've lost the speaker. I'll put the speaker down. I know I've got some bits for this. Well, I found a back for it. So, I've got the handle. Oh, here's the board on it. So, I've got the handle. I've got all the back. So, I've got the handle and the back for it. But where's the speaker gone? Yeah, good shout. Yeah, good shout. It don't help because I've got unfinished projects just spawn all over the place on that front. Anyone else streaming this afternoon besides Mr. MK? Don't think there are. Come to think about it. Can't believe that. I was waiting for bloody fuses and I had one there. And it actually did say 630 milliamp. Actually said it. It's an MAT. What time's MK? 4 o'clock. I think he's streaming at 4. So I'm going to end the stream before that. Because obviously, I now need to look for the parts for this. I know I've got to order a belt. But now it's back up and running. I've put the fuse back in. And I've got to source all the parts. Obviously, I've now got to find them all. Yeah, they're easier said than done. I've got more parts in here. What's all these bloody bits in here? Capacitors. I've got, oh God, they all need to be sorted out. Yeah, because I need to find the other bits. Yeah, the belt is only for the cold. Yes, obviously I can get to the belt from here. So this is what they call the inspection plate. There's a plate that goes over this, that sits over it. So I need to find all these parts. And this covers over, but there is also something else. So I know where this one goes. So I'm pretty sure there was another connection that went over to here. Or it went on to this. I knew it went somewhere over this section. Because I remember taking it off. But then can I remember where I took the parts off? No. It's a different ball game. Obviously, I've got to find the inspection shield that goes over. I soldered the wires onto that. That's now all soldered on. That ain't lighting up no, so I don't know if them bulbs are actually gone. There's 2 little bulbs in here. Be careful, there's not too many of them apple pips, because they have cyanide in them. For small, did they actually have cyanide in them? I didn't know that, Ozzy. Obviously, it don't matter with Bronson. He's at tin foil, bits of plastic. He chewed my mum's pillow the other day. Voicemail. You have 2 voicemail messages. Right, okay. Yeah, I didn't know they have cyanide in pips. I mean, the amount of apples he's had over the few months, I'm not surprised he ain't had an apple tree growing out of him. I mean, what did he have last week? Yeah, photos. Photos, yeah. I'm sure Bronson ain't bothered what he eats. Whatever it goes in one end, mate, it comes straight out the other, and he's not fussed. Let's see if I didn't put any bits into it, you know. I've got to send Mr. Carfor some money over so he can send the item back. Johnny 5 is alive in Discord. Yeah, I've got to sort that out. I've got to do that so he can get me amplifier sent back. I'll get that. Because obviously get the process of getting that sent back ASAP. It's going to take a little while. I still think that's disgusting. That front. Everything's just like too expensive. It's always got a price tag, or they try and stitch you up or rip you off. Look in Discord, Mick. Give me 1 minute, my friend. Discord. Johnny 5 is alive. Pico Tech Repairs.
Hey, laser lips. Your mama was a snowblower.
I'll add that in. Is that an MP4 format? I can add that in. I can convert it anyway. I'll be able to. Yeah. I won't be able to ship it until Monday, if I get the money from you. But yeah, that's all right. It's all right, Carfor. I'll send that as soon as I end the stream. I've got to go in now, and I'll get that sent over ASAP. That front. Yeah, I like that one. I'll put that one in. I'll have to think of a command, and I'll add that in. Yeah, there you go. You get another command for you. Obviously now I know how to add them in. It's a little bit tricky, but I've done so many now. I can near enough do it. I could do it quite straight off, but it's a little bit of a process. But what I've known that you've got to do first, because it won't detect, you've got to add it in the command in your green. You've got to add it into your green screen onto your sources. If you don't do that, all right, you've got to go to scenes, then go into like your green screen, add that in. Once that's added into the green screen, if it's not in now, then you add that in and then go to your sources, look at the green screen on there to see if it's detected. Then once it's detected, then you go to stream elements after, or streamer bot, and then go through your commands that way, because that's the only way you can do it, because it won't work otherwise. I tried it, it won't see it. You've got to do everything by the bar. It's just absolutely like you said. But I've done so many now. I want some off Mr. MK so I can have some in. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, that'd be another command I can add in. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to leave the stream where it is on that front, because what I need to do now is I need to now go through all of that stuff, source all that out, and now look for the parts for this. Now this is up and running. And Mr. MK will be very shortly streaming, which I will be watching. So, Mr. Swindon, thank you so much for popping in, sir, that front on that. So, yes. And I'll be seeing you guys in Mr. MK stream, so we can all bombard him and raid his stream on that front. Chris, thanks for popping in, my friend, as usual. Swindon, Mr. Pico himself, Car 4, Nick, thanks for popping in, my friend, and all the lurkers that's obviously running into the background. So, you know, up front. Yeah, that was been fun. Not only zapping myself, but also killing the stream. Yeah, catch you in the next stream, or I'll be in Mr. MK stream, so I'll catch you guys on Mr. MK stream. Nick, thanks for popping on, my friend. It's been a pleasure as always. Great to see some great faces as always to pop on that front. So I will catch you guys on the next stream. So I'm going to say toodly pip.